Welcome back everybody. So today in this video we need to talk about three hottest stock right now in this market. And before we get started, please smash that like button, and 100 plus likes on this video would be greatly appreciated, guys. And if you're new here, consider subscribing. And if you want to help out and join my Patreon, get my daily trade ideas, my swing trade ideas, daily, weekly, monthly, quarterly expected moves, check out the Patreon, and that link will be down below in the description. And now let's get right into it. And the first one, AFRM. And this thing is down 11% almost for the day. And today is Friday. And you can see this thing down to 43.86. Had a massive run up and now it's pulling back. Now also, if you look at my screen, $52. That's a big resistance right here. Multiple rejection, and then this thing came back and just consolidating inside this channel, or you can call this a bull flag. And now recently we got that breakout, but if you look at my screen, upper Bollinger Band sitting at 46.64, and the stock got up to 50 today. Another rejection came back and now trading at 43.86, came down to 42. And why 42? We got a bounce. Look at this right here. 20-day moving average on AFRM sitting right here at 42.26. We got a bounce off of this white line. 20-day moving average went back up and now trading at 43.86. So if you actually caught this move today, you made some money. And as long as this thing can hold above, I would say 42, we could see another shot back up to, especially right here, 44.40, and above that, this thing can go up to this upper Bollinger Band, 46.64, up to even, I would say right here, around $48. Now, over time, if you look at my screen, Bollinger Band right here on top and on bottom, it was squeezing right here. And whenever you see a pattern like this, you can see a breakout or a breakdown. In this case, we got a big breakout to the upside. But also keep that in mind, Bollinger Band on top, not fully extended all the way up to 52. And that is why this thing got rejected today, came back, and now trading at 43.86, down 11% on the day. So what's going to happen next week? Are we going to see this support holding right here? And that is around 42 to 40, because below 40 you are going to see a dump off. This is not going to play out to the upside. So going into next week, you need to watch right here, and that could be a nice opportunity on a pullback anywhere from 40 to 42. Now below 40, definitely it's not going to play out like I said, but above 40 to 42, this thing can push up to right here 44.40. and above that level. And also if you look at my screen, 5-day moving average right here sitting close to 45. So as soon as that breaks, you're going to see explosion up to 46.64, where this upper Bollinger Band is sitting, and which is actually expanding right now as we speak. So we could see a move back up to at least $48 right here, and above that we could be retesting 52 again, and you can see that is where you can actually short if you want to make money on shorting AFRM at 52. But as of right now, right here on this breakout from this channel and this bull flag, definitely there is opportunity as long as this thing can hold $40 to $42 as a support going into next week. And here's my X account, and if you're on there, definitely give me a follow. And I do post a lot of things like expected moves and some of the charts, and also plays like this one from today. And I'm going to actually, guys, take you into my daily trade ideas to show you guys what actually goes on in my Patreon and how I actually navigate and trade this market pretty much every day. But look at this play here. Right at opening, this thing 9:34 a.m. It was trading around 12:58 to 12:56, and that is where I actually got those calls for only $1.96, $12.80. And if you look at it now, it's trading at $12.84, going in the money, over the money. And look at this play right here, guys. This is where I actually got out completely, selling my runners. The last one at 500, but this thing ran over 600, got up to, I think at the end, 800. And if you go back and look at some of the other plays right here, every morning you will see watch list right here. And from this watch list, I'll pick one or two, sometimes three, sometimes four, but mostly one or two plays. And you can see this one here, Airbnb. This thing came down to 145. 143 actually a good area to buy, but got in at 145, 150 calls. And within minutes, just couple minutes, easily 100 to 140% on Airbnb. 932, this thing rapidly got up to 148 plus. And then this one right here, you can see I called out at 934. And not to mention this fantastic play on coin, guys. This thing got up to 144 and some change. And from there, when I called out this play right here, this thing went never back up here to 145. Came down to 138. And this one was also fantastic, went over 100%. So all these plays are available on Patreon. And especially if you guys want to support the channel, check out that link down below in the description for Patreon. On UPST, it's down 1.20%. Now this bull flag and this chart right here, I did post on my Discord on my chart where I post all my charts with this bull flag. And when this thing was trading at 31 last week. Now, anybody looking at it, I do not charge anything for posting, charts on my Discord. You can look at it, and if you want to play it, as long as you can manage your risk, you can play it. And you can see this bull flag nicely playing out right now. This thing got that breakout, got up to 35. So if you actually caught the move right here at the bottom, anywhere close to 31, you already made decent amount of money. And there could be more money here on UPST going into next week. And also today, if you look at my screen, came down to 33. 20-day moving average right here, this white line right here at 32.99, which is 33 exactly. That is where this thing was holding, went back up, and now trading just below $34. So going into next week, your line in the sand right here on UPST, 33, and below that, watch out for 31 to 30. To the upside, if this thing actually breaks out over 34.61, you're going to see a move up to 36, 50-day moving average, and above that, definitely more room to the upside because we got some unfinished business on top, and that is this gap, 38.34. So watch out, this could be a nice play for next week. And the last one, PLTR, which is down 0.5%. Now a lot of you guys are requesting a video on PLTR, and it actually takes a lot of time to make a video. It's not just, make a video and put it out. I got to look at all the levels. I got to give you guys the perfect entry and exit levels where things are. You cannot just put out anything out there, and that is why it takes time, and YouTube definitely not paying for that time. So I would really appreciate 100 plus likes on this video. Now here on PLTR, you can see massive pop all the way up to 25. Got a rejection today, came back, and now trading at 24.38, came down to 23.57. And if you look at my screen, upper Bollinger Band sitting at 23.86, and this is where this thing actually got a bounce off of this upper Bollinger Band. Now, I would not be chasing this stock at this level. As a matter of fact, this thing is extremely overbought right now. And look at the last time what happened right here. From 22 almost came down to 16, pretty much gave away all the gains. And now another massive pump. So this thing here, definitely it's kind of risky to go in and buy here, right here on top. Yes, this thing can push higher. We got a gap on top at 26.21, possibly up to this gap, 26.23. But as of right now, the move already happened. And now if you're chasing, yes, you can get lucky, maybe, get a move up to 26 to 27, but it's not worth it. You need to wait for a pullback. And where we can see a pullback here on PLTR, definitely down here, 21.86 to 22.22 right here. And why? Because 5-day moving average now moving up, sitting at 22.23. 22 right here. And just below that, you can see massive rejection from last time. That's going to act as a support, 21.86. And below that, watch out for a move down to 20. Now, if you're actually healthy buyer in this market, I would not chase this rally. At least wait for a pullback. I would say down to 20, because a lot of people, not from here, when this thing was at what, $30, $40 2 years ago, a lot of people holding bags. And that is why when this thing is going up, guess what? A lot of people will sell their shares and they just want to get out. And that is why this thing is risky to go and buy here on top. If you want to wait for a pullback, definitely. Also, as long as you have a stop, this is actually a great opportunity to short the stock. Now, I'm not recommending you to short the stock, but if you can manage your risk and you know what to do here in this market, definitely this thing can pay. Now, if you're buying weekly puts and you're shorting it, just a couple of weeks out, it's not going to work out, I'm telling you. You gotta go long, and that is how you can get paid on PLTR. Last time I actually shorted right here, right on this candle. And I actually sold 2 days later down here. 19. I had $20 puts, and this thing slided all the way down to 16. And I had so much time left. And just because of this short squeeze, I saw profit, I took it, but this thing crashed all the way down to, look at this, guys. Came down under 16. So yes, shorting can possibly pay on PLTR, but make sure you manage your risk on PLTR, because this thing can get a short squeeze. And if that happens, like we saw last few days, this thing can move even higher. And if you don't have time, you're buying weekly puts, those are going to get toasted. Now to the upside, watch out for the resistance right here at 25, and above that 26.21, this gap. And we also have another gap at 27.23 right here on top. Under 25, watch out for the support, and that's going to be all the way down here. 5-day moving average, 22.22, and then 21.86. And below that, we could see a dump all the way down to 20, and then possibly down to 18.76, 13-day moving average right here on PLTR. So let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section, and I'll definitely keep you guys updated.